This week's video continues on from last week's video about cloud computing. Last week we learned about how to access our M drives at home and how to access our on-premise OneDrives. This week we're going to look at one reason why you would want to share your files to the cloud, and that's so you can share and collaborate with others. Once you've saved or moved a file to the cloud, either your OneDrive or your Google Drive, you can give others access to that file and they can edit it as well, even at the same time. We'll start by using Office 365. We'll use Office 365 because that way you could share with other students and they can also share with each other. So you take your browser and you visit microsoftonline.com. There's already a video for this, so if you haven't seen this, you might want to log into that. And there's a link in the blog to check that out. And I'm in. Now once I'm in, I have to choose what file I want to share. So I can either upload a file that I've already got on my M drive or maybe a USB key, or I can simply create a new one here. So if I click new, I get an option of what I want to create. So I'm going to click a Word document. And it opens in Word Online. Now I could also edit it in Word, but I'm just going to stay in here right now. So you'll notice the big share button up in the top right corner. If I click that share button, I'm given a bunch of options. So the first one is I can simply let anybody that has a link to this file edit it. So I could copy the link here and then put it on my web page, or put it in a link shortener. We can get to all that later. Or I could enter the email address. If it's one or two people that I want to share it with, I could put their email address in here, or I could simply start typing their name. So if I start typing Salakin as an example, I'll see me, but I'll also see my daughter. So kids can find each other in here that way too, and then they can share with each other. When they do that and hit send, this user will get an email. Now this is Office 365, so it's tied to the Office 365 email. So they'll get an email to their Office 365 over here in their Outlook. Now the other way is through Google. So again, there's a video on Google on how to get in. So I'm going to sign in. I'm going to use my SPS credentials to log in. So if you haven't seen the video on logging into your Google account, check that out. There's a link in the blog. Then when you're over here, you go to the drive. And then in the drive, very similarly, you will see new up at the top. You click that. And again, you can upload a file, upload a folder, or you can simply create a document. So I'm just going to create a document. And I'm here. Now the process is very similar. So I click share. I have to name the document before I can actually share it. And then I get the same sort of option. So I can either just get a link of people that I would like to share it with. So again, if I click this, either anyone at Saskatoon Public Schools can edit, anyone at Saskatoon Public Schools can comment, or anybody can view. And again, if I choose anyone at Saskatoon Public, they must log in order to see the file. The other way is I could put their email address down here and just choose people. So again, if I put Salakin in, I'm given me or my daughter, and I see their names there as well. One more thing is I can also click more. So this way I can choose I want it to be a completely public document. I want only people that I send a link to. Only people that in Saskatoon Public. So again, they would have to log in. Anything below this, they have to actually log in to make it work. So they have to know the process of logging into their Google account in order to make that work. These ones up top, they don't. You can just create a link and allow them to log in. And then again, you're in. So once you're in and have done this, you can, people can all open the document and edit at the same time. And you will see when other people are in there, their cursor will have their name on it and you'll be able to see them. If they log in anonymously, you won't be able to tell who is who. So the logging in is the better way, safer way to do it. So that's it. This is pretty straightforward for kids. They've probably done this sort of thing before. Give it a try. It's really neat to have students work collaboratively. They can do this at home. They can do it at school. You could have a group of students. If one isn't there, they could still access it from home. If the person who created the document isn't there, the other ones that have access can still get the file. It's a really neat way of people working together. Give it a try. Thanks.